Hello everyone, I welcome you all for a lecture on transportation model. In this lecture, I will discuss IBFS by WAM, that is Initial Basic Feasible Solution by Vogel's Approximation Method. In short, it is called as WAM. This method is also called as penalty method. Before applying this method, we must check whether the given transportation problem is balanced or not. If we look at the sum of demands or requirements, it comes 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4, it comes 15. Similarly, 7 3 plus 7 plus 5, it comes 15. So this is a balanced transportation problem. Now let us apply Vogel's approximation method. I hope you have seen my previous video lectures. In those lectures, I have discussed the method WAM with respect to the steps. If you have not seen that video, please look or watch that video and then come to this video. So in this lecture, let us discuss WAM. So WAM is based on the penalties or differences. Here, for each of the allocation, we will have to find out the row differences and column differences. For each of the iterations, we have to find out row differences as well as column differences. Now for consider each column difference between minimum two values. So there are two smallest values, 7 and 2. So difference comes here the 5. Then the difference between two smallest values for second column, it comes 2 and 6. Difference comes here 4. I write difference. I don't write it with respect to symbols, whether it is a plus or minus. Just write down only difference between two smallest cost elements. So 2 and 5, these are smallest cost elements in column 3, and here the difference is 3. Similarly, in the last column, the difference between two smallest cost elements is 1 and 4. Difference is 3. Now if you check here along the rows, this difference between two smallest cost elements, for first row it comes 1, for second row the difference between two smallest cost elements is 1 again, and for third row the difference between two smallest cost elements is 0 here. So now look, where is the maximum difference, or where is the maximum penalty? So there is maximum penalty. So these are column differences, and here we write row differences. So consider a maximum penalty and check where it lies. It lies in the first column. So in the first column, where the minimum cost lies, it lies in this corner. In this cell, the cost is minimum. We considered the maximum difference, and where it lies in the first column, and in the first column where is the smallest cost. Consider that smallest cost element and make allocation. Now for making allocation, check requirement and availability. Whichever is smaller, we have to allocate there. Its meaning is simple. If requirement is 4 but supply possible is 3, so how much maximum quantity can be allocated here? 3. So here availability becomes 0 now, because its availability is used for warehouse 1. So further it cannot supply. That means its supplying capacity is exhausted. Now requirement gets reduced by 3. So 4 minus 3, it comes 1. Right? Now let us delete this first factory from further consideration because its availability is exhausted. So let us draw a line so that it indicates its availability is exhausted. Now further, again calculate the column difference and row difference for second allocation. For each allocation we will have to determine the differences. Now if you observe here column wise differences, there are only 2 cells available for each of the columns. Now simply write the difference between these two smallest cost elements. We have neglected this row, therefore don't consider this one. Consider only 2 values and write the difference. Difference is here 3, 2, 1 and 4. Similarly along the rows. Now don't calculate further difference for a row whose capacity is exhausted. Now for the remaining row elements, determine the difference between two smallest costs. So here it is 1 and here it is 0. Now check where is the maximum difference. Maximum difference is 4. Now where it lies? It lies in the 4th column. Now check where is the smallest cost in that column. Smallest cost is 4. Now look how much quantity can be allocated at that place. Allocations are written in the upper left corner of each of the cells. So here allocation possible is 4 quantity. How? Here availability is 7 but requirement is 4. So only the quantity required can be satisfied. So here how much requirement is still there now? 4 minus 4, that means 0. And 7 minus 4, here again availability is 3 units. So now look whose requirement is satisfied? This one. So let us neglect this column from further considerations. Now go for third iteration. Now differences along the rows and columns find out. 7 and 10 difference is 3, 6 and 8 difference is 2, 5 and 6 difference is 1. Don't calculate difference for this column because its requirement is satisfied. Now along the rows, determine the differences between two smallest cost elements. For remaining rows 5 and 8 difference is 3, 6 and 6 difference is 0. Now check we get maximum difference at both places. So in this case, if there is a tie, select any one randomly or arbitrarily. If I select this difference, allocation possible is at this cell. If there is a tie and if you choose randomly, it does not affect your optimum solution. In IBFS, your transportation cost may get changed, but your total transportation cost at optimality remains same. Yes. Now how much quantity can be allocated at this place? As requirement is 1 but availability is 5. So smallest of these two can be allocated here. So 1 minus 1 0, 5 minus 1 it becomes 4. Now if you observe here, the requirement of warehouse 1 is exhausted. Now let us delete first column from further calculations. Again find out the differences row wise and column wise. Now for the remaining cells, for second row difference is 3 again, for third row difference is 0, right? For first column make dash dash, for second column difference is 2, for third column difference is 1. Now check where is the maximum difference, that is maximum penalty. It lies in the rows, so consider that penalty and check where it lies. It lies in the second row. And where is the minimum cost? Now here maximum difference is 3, it lies in the second row, and minimum cost is 5. So allocation possible is smallest of requirement and sub. So how much quantity we can allocate here? Requirement is 4 and availability is 3, out of which smaller is to be allocated here. So let us allocate the quantity 3. So availability remains 3 minus 3 0 now, and 4 minus 3 requirement remains 1 again. Now let us eliminate who has become 0. So availability is exhausted now. So let us eliminate from further considerations. Now look in the remaining cells. If we observe here, there are 2 cells remaining only. So in these cells there is always a requirement remains. And if you look at her availability is 4, requirement is 4. So let us in this stage either go for differences or not. It does not affect your solution. So whenever only there are 2 cells for allocation, we don't require the differences. So select, if there are costs different, having different value, then select the cost which is having highest value first as per VAM. So let us randomly take any one here and allocate that quantity. So here allocation possible is 3, because requirement is 3, 3 minus 3 0, and 4 minus 3 1. Why we taken 3? Because out of these 2 smallest is 3, so allocated here. Now eliminate a column. There is only one cell remaining for allocation, where the availability is 1 and requirement is 1. So all the rim conditions can be satisfied here, right? So if you look here, all the rim conditions are satisfied. Now let us find out total transportation cost. Total transportation cost. Transportation cost as Z equal to 3 into 2, 3 into 2 plus 3 into 5, 3 into 5 plus 4 into 4 plus 1 into 7 plus 3 into 6 plus 1 into 6. I have taken only allocated quantity and cost multiplication and summation. So if you observe here, it comes rupees how much? 68. If you count, you will get this value, rupees 68 transportation cost. I hope you have understood this method well. This method works on the principle of finding out the penalties. If you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.